Right, so just revisiting my Fitbit Inspire 2 after 9 months or so, just going to go through a couple things. The elephant in the room is for issues is in my situation has been the outdoor display. The outdoor display on the Fitbit Inspire 2 is not good at all. When I take it outside, can't really see it, but that's been a common issue. The other elephant in the room is something that's just recently come up now with the Fitbit Inspire 3. According to Fitbit's, I believe they call it their legacy policy, the Fitbit Inspire 2 is going to get probably a limited amount of updates. They say when the activity tracker is no longer on the Fitbit.com website, then it gets 2 more years after that, and then eventually, yeah, it kind of phases out. I'll leave a link in the description for that, the actual policy there, and you can take a look at it if you'd like. But yeah, so right now I'm using this is the Stats Heavy clock face, my favorite clock face. I've mentioned this in many videos here. And probably tells you everything from like steps, heart rate, calories burned, and then distance there. So that is a wonderful thing. The Fitbit Inspire 2 does not have things like always on display and the wake time to go a little bit longer. As you can see here, the screen timeout is pretty short. So I activate it now, and then you'll see it kind of shuts off rather quickly, and that's pretty much what it comes with. I know with the Fitbit Inspire 3 and then the Charge 5, you can adjust the screen timeouts and the wake time, and not wake time, sorry, the always on display and stuff like that. I will leave a link in the description for the Fitbit Inspire 3 and the Charge 5 as well. If you guys want to take a look at that, go ahead. But yeah, so to adjust the wake, I just pinch both sides here, and then you'll see quick settings at the top there, and then I scroll, and then you'll see something called screen wake right there. So when this is activated here, basically that means if I were to flick the wrist, I'll just wait till it shuts off here. If I were to flick the wrist, nothing should happen. So that's the only option you have as far as I know. And then I scroll back and then activate it. And now if I flick the wrist, there you go. You can see the screen wake activates. So yeah, that's that. Moving on to the settings now. I'll just scroll through real quick here. I'll start from I'll scroll this way and then move my way up. So you've got notifications here, your exercises, relax, timers, alarms, tile, and then settings. Now clicking onto the settings here, you've got dim screen on and off. So when the dim screen is off, this is as bright as the screen will get. When the dim screen is on, you can see it gets just a little bit dimmer there. And then you've got your phone GPS, where you can turn on or off. And then you have the heart rate, where you can turn also on and off. Then you have do not disturb, sleep mode, and then heart zone, double tap, on or off, button lock, on or off, clear user data, reboot device, and device info. And then you guys notice that I'm pinching on both sides there, and that takes it back to the main, I guess, clock face interface, whatever. Now I'm going to scroll this way. That's where you get your battery, your time, your day, your month, everything, date, and then steps. These are your zone minutes, basically the heart rate zones there. Sorry about that. Let me do that again. Okay, zone minutes, and then this is I believe your daily activity there, and then the heart rate, and then the resting BPM there, calories burned, distance, sleep, and then I'm not sure what that one is. I think that could be your stress level. Not sure though. Don't quote me. Uh, Pounds. Now I do manually input the pounds, and then it just takes it off the Fitbit app and then puts it on the Inspire 2 here. Sorry about that. And then finally we got uh, the amount of water I've consumed. Again, I have to do it manually. And then I'm not sure what that one is actually. So that's that. I'm a big fan of these bands because of the way they are, I guess, interlocked together. They use this kind of ballpoint pin here, and then you move the pin down, and then it comes apart there, and then you put the pin back in. You just have to push the pin back down and then insert it. A little bit of a headache, but very, in my opinion, very secure. They stay in there. In reference, or sorry, the difference would be with the Charge 5 that they have those latches on both sides that, I don't know, I just was not confident with the latches on the Charge 5 compared to the Fitbit Inspire 3 and the Inspire 2 here. I like these pins here. They work better for me. On either side, they have sensors. As you see, I was activating the clock face to activate, and then wherever you are on the on the Fitbit Inspire 2, you can just pinch both sensors there, and it takes you back to the main clock face there. The comfort of the bands are really good. I'll just put it on real quick. The comfort of the bands are really good. This has a more rubbery feel compared to the Fitbit Inspire 3. Feels, much more like it grips the finger as I push down there. But nevertheless, I mean, it's got the kind of the classic kind of buckle with the, it kind of loops through that area there. But they're pretty comfortable. As for sleep comfort, again, I haven't found one that's been absolutely perfect, but the Fitbit Inspire 2 and Inspire 3 both have a slim design when it comes to the bands, so they've been pretty good. As for the Charge 5, it's a little bit wider, and the clock area, the actual physical clock area is heavier, so I can feel that during sleep. But yeah, that's that. The battery on this has been spectacular. I do charge it every couple of days, so I've never had to drain the battery, but I have forgotten to charge it many times, and it's lasted longer than 4 days, 4 or 5 days. Yeah, like I've never completely drained this battery, so I mean, it does a really good job. As for step count comparisons, I have done one with the Fitbit Inspire 2 versus the Charge 5. Again, I'll leave a link in the description if anybody's interested in that. Just a step count comparison I did on my treadmill for 15 minutes, and I think the Inspire 2 was a little bit more generous in steps, but nothing outrageous there. But I mean, if I were to go back in time and buy this now like I said, the only elephant in the room is the outdoor display. And the other elephant is the fact that if this is off the Fitbit.com website, it'll get 2 more years of updates, and that's going to be pretty much it as far as I know. But nevertheless, I mean, it's still a pretty good activity tracker, and thanks a lot, Ryan.